Hello, my name is Xavier Mercado, and this is Spearhead Conversations. Today, I'm joined by a special guest, Joshua Taylor. Joshua Taylor is an artist, clothing designer from Milwaukee. A few weeks ago, I stepped out to Milwaukee Gallery Night, and I came to see some cultivated creativity throughout the community. Here at Eagle Knit, I ended up running into Seven, as they call him, and we definitely kicked it off. Talked to him for a bit, and before I knew it, I asked him, "Hey, come on, let's hear your story." He agreed, and here we are.
Yeah.
So without further ado,
How
you doing, Seven?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm enjoying the view from this building.
Fantastic view,
man.
You get the home bridge, you get everything. You get the field in behind us. You get the water tower.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, you got soccer out the window. You got tech. Like,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful. Man, I wish people could see it for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, but I thank you for coming on, man. Agreeing
Thank
to
you
this.
for having me.
I know you're a busy man. I know you know. Creating the art that you do. I mean, we got it all around us, to the side and back of you and back of me. It's something that you are madly passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
But again, thank you for coming on. So you ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Where were you born?
Elgin, Illinois.
Elgin, Illinois.
Yeah, I know. That's probably points against me now, right?
Nah. As long as we don't say what?
I'm not a Bears fan.
Okay. Who am I talking about, man? I'm a Jets fan.
I was a Bulls fan. You're a Jets fan?
Yeah.
Oof. Do they even have a professional team? this year?
Man, hopefully Rodgers could keep it together.
Rodgers is like 100 years old now.
He's retiring after this year.
He should.
It's done.
He should have retired 2 years ago.
Man, just give me a Super Bowl, Rodgers. That's all I ask. Even
Yeah.
though I've hated you the past. No, I don't hate him, but yeah.
It's like
not
he
a fan.
hates himself now. You know,
Yeah.
like what
Definitely.
are you doing?
Well, he's my quarterback now, so I got to back the guy. But how was your childhood?
It was a childhood. You know, you do the best you can with what you have.
Yeah. What type of hobbies were you into?
We were country kids, so it was a lot of four wheelers, mini bikes, you know, pickup trucks, BB guns,
Got you.
just hanging out in cornfields,
Yeah.
running the streets. You know, it's different now than it was then. So
I got a BB gun store, and it involved friends of mine back when I was a kid. We all grouped up into a backyard before we got into, 5-on-5s.
right,
We stepped into this garage, and I saw these big goggles, and I was just like, dude, these look cool. I'm gonna wear them while we're having a war.
right.
I'm so grateful I did, because today I'd be blind.
Why? What happened?
I watched a BB literally ricochet off my
Really?
goggles. Yeah, man. It was man.
We used to do that. We used to do the war, and you're only supposed to pump it 5 times, but we'd be out there in those trees just pump like 10 times. Like, I'm getting you, Timmy.
Yeah. Well, what's your earliest memory of being creative with yourself?
Truly creative?
True. No, I mean, creative in any.
More recently than, I guess, longer.
Yeah.
I guess really realizing, true creativity was just within the last couple of years.
Okay. Got you. Do you remember the first, growing up, what type of student were you in school?
Probably not great.
We're all kids.
Yeah.
We all
I
go
mean,
through it. Man,
yeah.
me, man, they were trying to get rid of me.
Right?
Thankful I had some teachers in my corner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Rosado.
Yeah.
But they fought for me, and I'm truly grateful. But yeah, just had the rough stint with school.
Right.
What was your career path that you had in your head post school?
Well, I've always been in logistics.
Okay, logistics.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
26 years.
26 years.
Yeah. It's a long time.
7.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
No more.
No more.
No more.
Yeah, well,
It's a lot, man. It's 7 days a week, nights, weekends, holidays. It never stops, right?
Yeah, that's right, man. What kind? Was there a company you worked with, or you kind of?
I mean, at a few.
Where the economy took us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the economy takes us, right? A paycheck, man.
Yeah. Do you, well, with logistics, how did you manage to make the jump from doing this all week round type of job?
Follow my heart.
Yeah. And with art, when did that first make its appearance into your life
Where I knew
yeah.
this is what I want to do? Probably about 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first piece you painted?
Yeah.
What were the emotions? And what did you paint?
A portrait.
Yeah, but
Like a my type of portrait. Right?
Okay.
Because what I do is a little bit different than. There's a woman's face. Just how I saw it, like how I saw the situation, and it was crazy. It was crazy to be able to do it, know that you could do it as it's happening, and follow through.
Has 7 always been your nickname, or is it just something that has cultivated?
I don't know. It just kind of happened.
It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened on this journey, and then it stuck.
Yeah. What's the significance behind it? Was it?
Do you really want to know the
Yeah,
truth? Like the whole truth?
We want to know it.
So this
We demand it. 7.
it's like not the great. It's like not how many people I've shot. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not how many parked cars I've hit on the street. Like it's So I didn't know the guy's name that lived across from me. So I called him number 8 in the hallways because that's the door that he lived on. And then he called me number 7 because that was the door I lived on. And then 7 just stuck, and it's just followed me since. And now everybody calls me 7.
Yeah. Have you ever had any aliases before that?
No.
No?
Well, treetop lover. And
Treetop
then the men call me sir.
Man, well, you do art.
I'm standing on that one.
Yeah, you better.
Xavier, I'm standing on that too.
Well, you do art, and art. I mean, like I said, we got your paintings all around us.
Yeah.
And they're truly
Feels good.
beautiful. You know what I mean? Surrounded in your creativity.
Yeah.
Cultivated creativity. Finna.
Yeah.
The shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah.
This is a clothing design that you created.
Correct.
This is actually a brand that I've seen around the city so many times and always wondered, like, you know, who makes this? Like, is this Milwaukee based? Is this?
Yeah.
And then I seen friends of mine's little brothers sporting it on their page, and then I'm just like, who is this person?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ali Faith and Reggie.
Yeah.
I always used to wonder what they look like
Yeah.
until I actually
Ellie Faith
interviewed.
She's cute.
Yeah. Take that stand on business.
I'm standing on that one too.
She's a sweetheart, lover. She's always been supportive of me on this journey. But what inspired the brand?
I truly think the reason for me, why I did it was because I wanted to make it accessible for all. Painting is one thing, right? Or a print is one thing. But if you could have it on a shirt, that's completely different. That makes it accessible for all. People like it, they want it, they can have it then.
Yeah. Let's go more into detail of the actual name. Finna is what you put on the clothing.
Correct.
One of the things that I love about it is that it's in cursive.
Yeah.
How did you get to that? Like, to pick just that
I think it's
particular
I think
font?
because it looks good. I think that it's clean. There's some symbolism behind it for me. Each letter means something, right?
Yeah.
The way it's written means something. The fact that none of it's capitalized, that it's all the same, right? Stands for, unity. I think that's, the basis of where it really kind of came from.
Yeah.
Finna, street slang, means fixing to do something, right? The courage to do something, right? And that's how it basically transpired.
Gotcha. What year was it founded?
I think 3 years ago, we made it official.
Gotcha. Well, man, it spread. It spread like wildfire,
spreading,
man.
Yeah.
What were barriers you faced with your art as well as clothing design? Because, art, I guess creator's block, mine,
Well, yeah, there's always that. There's a second guess everything. I'm an overthinker. So you create something that you think is cool. and then you stand back and you take a look at it. You think that other people might not think it's cool. You know, art is objective. It's also subjective. You know, not everybody's going to like what you do. So that's something that I always think about. But then I think, you know, I'm doing this for me. I mean, I'm not really doing it for anybody else. I don't feel like I have competition, right? My only competition is me. So it's me versus me. So when I put something out, or, you know, I paint something, or I decide that it's time that it's finished, you know, the only thing I worry about is me. Like, how am I going to do better on the next thing?
Would you say this is the same coinciding with when you do your clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some stuff is cool. Some stuff is not, right? You learn as you go.
All right.
Right? I mean, the biggest reason I think why I'm doing it, why I'm here, and why I'm now open to, I guess, having more eyes put on what I'm doing is people need to know truly how many losses it takes to get a win. People don't realize that, right? You don't just paint this and then you're going to go viral. It doesn't work like that, right? So, you know, you just keep at it. You keep doing what you think is dope, and you know, your people will find you.
Can you describe your creative process when you're doing art along with clothing?
It's exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting. But it's the most fulfilling thing outside of kids that you can, you know, do is when you channel creativity into something that's cool. You know?
How do you spark your motivation into the ideas you bring to life?
I don't know. Like, I get a thought in my head, and then you just kind of keep grinding on that thought. You know, it starts off as a square block. It ends up as a circle, you know, when you're done, you know, as you chip away at it, and figure out how it's going to work. You know, as an artist, I don't know if this is how other people think, but I have a million ideas, you know, and maybe only 2 of them ever actually transpire. Right?
Yeah.
And those are the ones that, you know, you find that take a hold of you, then you can't stop thinking about them.
Gotcha.
And that's what you present.
How do you balance time between your art and your clothes?
This is a great question. It really is.
Yeah.
So how I balance time is I only do things that are good for my soul. I don't do anything else, and I will not do anything else, and I will not settle for mediocrity in the people that are around me or in what I'm doing.
There you go.
So realistically, you know, a lot of people say that. They're like, how do you have time to do everything that you do? Well, I mean, you have a 9 to 5, then you have a 5 to 9, and, you know, you only do what's good for you. So that's how I balance it.
How do you feel Milwaukee has attributed to your success?
It's a great city. It's a great group of people. The support here has been overwhelming. You know, even just here in this building, the support.
Yeah.
You know, for the art and being able to, you know, facilitate, you know, what we're trying to do. It's been very welcoming.
Got you.
414?
414 all day. What's your favorite part about the city?
Where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I like being here. It's just great. You know, from here you can see everything.
So Walker's Point.
Walker's Point is the.
We're about to go get tacos after this.
I hope so. My stomach's growling.
Oh man, what have been milestones or achievements throughout this journey you've been on?
Oh, you're gonna get me here with this one. So people always expect that answer to be, you know, I sold a painting for this amount, or, you know, I met this person, or I did that person. And listen, this journey's been fucking incredible. But the biggest milestone, you know, a couple of weeks ago, my daughter, my youngest daughter, leaned into me and she very quietly said, "Dad, I feel cool now because of you."
Yeah.
And that, you know, you can have the big house, you can have the cars, you can have all that stuff, man. But when your little says to you, she feels cool because of you,
Yeah.
that means you're doing the right thing.
I love it, dude. Honestly, you should feel proud.
I am proud.
I mean, and those are the moments that really, I can only imagine the inspiration now that it gives you to push forth.
Yeah.
I met your daughter.
Yeah, she's cool.
She is.
Lucy.
She has a character.
She definitely
She does. Is she like her daddy?
Yeah. A little bit.
A little bit. But, you know, those are those moments where it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it just puts everything into perspective.
Provided a bunch of clarity.
Who've been mentor or guides to really helping you catapult.
I don't know if it's catapult or support, right? I mean, the thing about social media and the thing about, I guess, creatives, I don't care about social media. I give zero about social media. Social media is like it needs to shut down for a year so people get a reality check. You know, social media does nothing for me. I have this core group of people that are incredible.
Yeah.
And they know who they are. I don't need to name names. They know. But that's what you need. You need real ones, right?
Yeah.
And I've said, like recently, even, you know, the mentors, you know, that core group, you know, are the ones that are responsible for keeping the gun out of my mouth and a paintbrush in my hand.
Oof.
You know, and
Oof.
that's a big thing.
That's deep.
Because if you haven't been there, you don't know what that's like.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then you don't know what it's like to move forward from that because when you move forward from that, you don't have a choice, right? Yeah. Because now it's not that you're living for expectation of others, right? You have this expectation of yourself. Yeah. And the expectation that I have for me is that I've been down that road and I can't go back. So I have to follow this. I have to chase it.
Yeah. Mental health is
a huge deal, especially in men. I don't feel like that we talk about that enough.
I don't think well, especially my generation and your generation, we're raised not to show emotion. Right. We were raised to keep it in. If you show it, you're weak, and it's the direct opposite of that.
Right.
I've lived my life in the years leading up to this. I don't care for what others think.
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't matter to me anymore.
Not anymore.
I have 4 children.
Yeah.
I have a wife at home. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I get to go home to them. I get to create this, you know, this dream of, you know, just being able to talk.
Right.
And have these really, really intimate conversations with people.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely, it's the eye opener, man.
Right.
Well, I'm happy you picked up that paintbrush.
Me too.
Me
too.
What current projects are you working on?
I just finished one, and now I'm working on. So in the studio that was given to me. I'm in my artist residency now because of a gentleman named Bry Waterhouse. Part of that is I get this incredible studio.
Let's do this for Brett, because I met him. That's the one I met the other day?
Yeah.
Let's do this for him.
Yeah.
We're going to give him that. Shout out.
He's good people. I was able to start creating on a larger level. I've always wanted to go bigger. And I was able to finish my first studio piece, which was 5 feet by 5 feet. And that's the piece that's in behind me.
Yeah. It's a beautiful piece, man.
Thank you.
It's the one that drew me in.
Yeah.
You walked over to me. You saw me looking at it.
Yeah.
I stood there for about 10 minutes just looking.
You were there for a long time.
I couldn't take my eyes off it. I don't know if it's the green eyes or the red lipstick, but it just, man.
It's a great piece.
Great piece.
But it's nice to be able to create and cultivate creativity and not have to worry about it. And that you talk about your core group and your people, right? That's what you need, is you need to be in a situation where you can't worry about anything else. Not that I have people that worry about anything, right? But for myself, that was the biggest thing. You know, you asked that question earlier, like when were you truly able to tap into your creativity? It was when I realized that I don't have to care about what other people think. Yeah. And you shouldn't care about what other people, they don't pay your bills. They ain't sitting at your table eating, right?
No.
You take care of the people that are at your table, that are eating, that are the ones that support you and that provide you with an environment where you can create what I create and not have to worry about it. And then keep going.
Yeah.
So I guess to couple that answer, you know, I was able to create the first, you know, my 5 by 5 piece, 5 feet by 5 piece. And now I'm working by a 4 by 8 piece now.
Okay.
So,
well, you know, touching on this, what's most important to you when you're creating these pieces and the way they connect?
I want to create works of art where people like you stand there for 10 minutes and can't say a word and just stare. And that to me made that night worth it. You know, a lot of people just came through and stood here and stared at everything and took pictures and recorded. And, you know, that was, I don't know that made it right for me, but that was confirmation for me that also what I'm doing is dope.
Well, it's very vital to connection.
Correct.
And that's the reason why I wanted to ask it, because at the end of the day, we live in a time where, it's pull out a phone, we're going to take a picture rather than experience the life moment as it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, when the Bucks went to the championship, my wife surprised me with center court standing room tickets.
Really?
And after talking to the usher for the first half, this little sweet lady, she let us sit down.
Oh.
And midway through that, I had noticed I'm recording off of my phone all these videos and all these things, but I'm not truly enjoying the moment
Put the phone down.
of what it is. And that was in the first half. By the second half, we gotta put this down.
Right.
You gotta understand they haven't been here in 50 years, but we live in that's the time where we live, where technology is just. Have we become cyborgs? That's the question.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not a fan of technology.
Man,
I don't.
But who have you collaborated with, or who do you dream of collaborating with?
I don't know that I necessarily have a dream to collaborate with anybody. You know, my dream is to continue to collaborate with myself. I'm not saying that I wouldn't collab with anybody, but I guess the situation would have to be right. You know, there's a few. I mean, you have people that over the last couple of years, you know, that you admire, you know, and you watch their work, you know, you follow them on Instagram, and then all of a sudden they follow you back, and it's like, whoa, you know, and then you have conversations with them in DMs, and then you kind of become friends. And there's a couple artists out there that I would be interested in, but I mean, nothing currently.
How do you feel about the state of Milwaukee's art scene?
I think if we continue the direction that we're going, I think that we can turn Milwaukee into the hub for incredible art for the United States, my opinion.
Yeah. What do you feel is missing?
Me.
My boy.
But quoting a girl named BB, a woman that I met here recently, because I hate people. She's like, you don't hate people. She goes, you may not like people. She goes, but you love humans. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's missing me.
Yeah. Well, you know, where do you see yourself in the next 5?
I think constantly improving myself, what I'm doing for me and for my people and for the people that follow and for the people that support. I think truly, I'm only going to get out of life what I have the courage to do. So I just hope to continue to gain courage and continue to do dope things for the community, for myself, for my people, and the people that follow.
Nice. You know, we always work for this question in the show. What advice would you give to aspiring artists as well as our youth?
I mean, real talk. Don't listen to anybody. Listen to yourself, right? You have 2 voices in your head. There's the good voice and the bad voice. Don't listen to the bad voice. Listen to the good voice, right? And even if you got to do it alone, do it alone. I've done a lot of this alone. I mean, I have great people, don't get me wrong. But stick to who you are. Be authentic.
Nice. I appreciate it, man. You're a very transparent person.
I try to be.
But I also appreciate the impact you're making here.
I'm trying.
Your artwork is beautiful.
Thank you.
Clothing is comfortable.
Thank you.
And I really feel you are someone that is truly a set in stone person here from Milwaukee that we need.
Thank you.
Leading in creativity and cultivating it. just like the brain. You say.
Well, you have to. You have to give people an opportunity to express themselves. If they don't have an opportunity to express themselves, that is truly what is wrong with society today. You know, everybody's so worried about that quick fix, right? I want the slow burn, right? Give me the slow burn. Give me a chance to prove myself, and give me a chance to let other people prove themselves too, right? That's what you got to do, right? If you're comfortable with yourself, then bet on somebody else. You know, help them.
Got you. I appreciate you, Seven, coming on here, sharing this time.
I appreciate you too.
It's been awesome. I know that the connection we have, this relationship will go forth, and collaborations will come from.
I hope so.
I'm pleased and happy, man. And again, thank you again.
No, thank you.
So with that being said, Spearhead out.